we love our country so much. Kenya is a beautiful place to be. I'm grateful for the peace that comes with it.
Exponential potential.
I'm looking at spaces such as the Congo, Sudan. I'm looking at Palestine and what is happening. But Kenya has always had a form of peace. In whatever politics we're playing, we've always enjoyed peace. I don't take peace for granted. If Kenya was a war-torn nation, let nobody lie to you that the rest of the world will not move on. Rwanda faced a genocide, and pole to them, but 30 years later, they're still feeling the effects of the genocide. There's still the silence, the awkwardness, there's still cringe moments for them, even when they're trying to have conversations about cohesion. Over 80 elections are expected to happen in between November last year and this year, before the end of the year. Let's interrogate the great policies that they have. Let's be contributors.
The ANC so far has garnered 40% of the votes, and that's about 6 million.
Might be jumbled up, but when it comes to agenda setting, I know that Mizani and Ustawi are gradually becoming an authority amongst the young people. Let's not give up on the Gen Z. Gen Zs know what they want. We might not want the same thing, but we might need each other's attitudes. Their rebellious and free spirit kind of attitude, in that we fear no one. We don't fear any authority, but we are coming with wits, we are coming with policies, we are coming with a form of interrogation through knowledge, so we get to understand ourselves even better. We stand a chance to change a lot. All things spoken here started as thoughts. All things spoken here are becoming things. Thoughts become things. And the thoughts that we've shared here will gradually become things, because this is not just a space to discuss. It's also a place to call for action. This is a movement, and I am challenged every single time when individuals like us gather and we talk about it. I know my country still has a bunch of young people that have not forsaken their loyalty to their country. I would question my patriotism every time, and I've wanted to move out of the country and probably just go stay in another country, never come back, never talk about Kenya. But every time, even friends outside Kenya remind me that we can stand in this space, discuss, and form an army that understands the constitution and the power it holds to protect us.
Swali, hata kama tuko na Kenyatta, ndio maana strongly feel hatujapata uhuru.
I did not know that I would live in a country where the judiciary would actually defy its president. I like that we have court orders right now that are halting things like deployment of our National Police Service to Haiti. I am grateful that every time I pick a paper, I hear that either Okiya Mtata is in court, or this doctor from Nakuru is in court. And Kenyans are now becoming defiant, but they are using the same legal processes. Because kitambo, we would just picket, and then individuals would benefit from that. Young men would lose their lives. Young women would lose their lives. Some lose their husbands, others lose their wives. And it would be life as usual for the politicians. They would be arrested, then released. But the young men and women would stay in custody. And some parents would actually mourn their children. A woman in Kisumu lost 2 of her children. And it became such a sad affair. That's not the Kenya I was born in. And that will not be our Kenya. We must stand up every single day and think about this country and challenge the system. We might get in trouble one day too soon, but definitely something must give. We are the bridge in between Gen Zs and the generations that came before us. Let's not ignore the wisdom that came with the boomers, Generation X. They will do their part. We will do our part. And that's what will cause change. I know Kenya can be like Singapore. I know Kenya can be like Canada. It can be like the US. We have everything we need.
We have built a big reputation as a country.
One day, this bullshit by politicians will be over, because enough is enough is not just a slogan. It's actually the true intentions of Kenyans that love this country.